Hello, everyone. Happy evening. A very good evening. I hope and I believe all of you are doing well. A quick nod whether I'm audible and visible. Yes. A quick nod, guys. Whether I'm audible and visible. Not able to see that. I'm not able to see the live chat. Bata do. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Now I'm able to see the live chat. All right. First of all, apologies for the delay, guys. So just came back home, was out, Sunday, and had been out with my little one, my daughter Kyra, with the family. So did not expect you will get so late. But then I was like, nahi, aaj karna to hai session because we are planning to start this new timetable for the students preparing for a NEET PG 24. From 16th of May. Just to make sure we are not starting from tomorrow itself, that is 15th, because I'm sure that this is the session that we are conducting late night. And so I want all the students, so including your friends, it's your responsibility that you let everybody know that we are starting with the new timetable and the daily targets to keep you on track because it's very, very difficult. I believe the most difficult thing while preparing for the NEET PG exam is being on track. So I'll take that responsibility for you guys, and I'll make sure that you are on track and you would be, you would be following the daily targets very diligently. And since I posted this message on the Telegram group, today we'll be discussing the NEET PG timetable. A lot of you also mentioned about the plan for November ICT. So this plan would be applicable for the students, who are planning to appear for ICT November 23, especially that the ICT results have been declared yesterday. And for the students who did not get the desired rank, but now they are determined to crack the exam for November 2023. So the tentative date for ICT November is 5th of November, right? So this plan basically where the NEET PG 24 students will be completing one read. The NICT students, in the meanwhile, along with this timetable, you can actually do two reads in the same time. How you should be doing that, I will be telling you all of that. Okay. So if you have any queries, guys, please do drop in the live chat. I'll have a look at it and I'll answer your queries as and when I see the live chat. Okay. So very, very important. So we'll be starting this plan very seriously. And the most important thing, I'll be giving you daily targets as well. So when I say that, you have to complete anatomy in 8 days. So what I'll be doing is for those 8 days, I'll also be telling you that on the day 1, on day 2, day 3, day 4 of those 8 days of anatomy, what all subtopics in anatomy you should be reading. And for daily, for every day, I'll be giving you at least a OD once a day dose of important videos to be watched that I've taken in the past, right? So that you have to do and you have to make notes out of it. Thank you so much, Suman, for those lovely wishes. So yeah, I was celebrating Mother's Day with my little one. And yes, a very happy Mother's Day if I have mothers here, and to your mothers as well. I believe whatever we are, wherever we are, we have reached, whatever we have achieved is all because of our parents. So we should take time to thank them and express our gratitude to them. है ना? ठीक है. सो देखो कुछ क्वेरीज जो है नेक्स्ट हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है 2024 में. Seems less likely. पता नहीं क्या होगा. Honestly, I am a person who's very much out of all of these, especially the news. be it the general news or the exam related news as well, कि क्या हो रहा है और क्या नहीं हो रहा है. Now, whether it is NEET PG or it is next, is your syllabus going to change? No, right? Nothing is going to change. Your syllabus is the same, right? So you need not worry about that, and please don't wait for that time कि चलो जब declare होगा कि NEET PG है तो next then I will start my preparation. Please, none of you should be doing that. I don't want anybody of you to regret that later. Okay. Next one. Okay, Kathy's question, can we do this while we are working too? Absolutely. The timetable that I've made, I've given you enough time to complete these subjects. So, because this is going to be the first read for the students, especially who are giving their first attempt, for the students who are doing it along with internship, for the students who are working also, for the students who have other responsibilities, family responsibilities, whatever it might be. So I have made a study plan which will suit everyone, because I am not made a plan which is like rush wala plan. So you can tweak the, for the students who have good enough time, like who are giving the exam for the second time, or who are appearing for ICAT November 23, you can actually, make this timetable into 2 timetables into 2 reads. How you should be doing that, I'll be telling you that as well. The short 150, especially for the FMGE students, the FMGE exam is the earliest now coming, so 30th of July. So we'll be having the short 150 for the FMG students before their exam. The NEET PG students can also join in for the same. It would be an offline session, right? So right now what I'm planning is it's going to be in Delhi and Hyderabad, like we have been doing. The NEET PG students who are starting their preparation, the FMG wala short 150 will be useful for you as well. Rather, I would like you also to join for the same, because it would be like a primer for you that will help you understand that how to prepare for the exam, and you would learn all the important tricks, the most important mnemonics that we have had. So like we had in our first short for NEET PG FMG, a similar lines where we are going to have, right? So that is going to be there. First, अभी FMG का main target है. Okay, few more queries here. How to please continue with the first aid series. Yes, so along with your timetable, it's like a new timetable starting for me as well. Trust me, when I give you a timetable, आपसे ज़्यादा मेहनत मुझे करनी होती है to give you those targets, to hunt for the videos, and to study according to the daily targets, so that I can contribute my bit in each one of yours preparation. So whenever possible, I'll be taking the live sessions, the YouTube live sessions on this channel. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel so that you do not miss on any sessions. And I can assure you that whatever session I take, it is going to be something which is important for your exam. All the sessions are going to be like hyper ultra important and no nonsense sessions. Okay, ठीक है. Right now, so Bhavish, I'll give you an update on that कि क्या होगा और क्या नहीं होगा. ठीक है. So let me tell you the plan. What is the plan exactly and why I have given you enough time? Now, first of all, the law that I want each one of you to know during your preparation is the Parkinsons Law. It definitely applies to each one of us, and it applies to me as well. I'm a perfect example of that. So this is a diagram which explains the law of Parkinson, the Parkinson's Law, which states that the work that we have, the target that we have, it actually expands to occupy the time that we give to it. So for example, let's say that I tell you that finish this subtopic in anatomy, embryology in 2 hours, embryology in 3 hours, embryology in 8 hours. How much ever time I give to you, you will be able to do it, right? So 2 hours, if I give you just 2 hours, the efforts that you will be putting will be the maximum, because you know that 2 hours में मुझे finish करना है. So as the amount of time that we give to complete a particular task, the effort basically decreases, the peak effort is decreasing, and it is the width, that is the time, that is increasing. And this definitely applies to each one of us. So when I tell you that complete a medicine in 1 month, complete medicine in 15 days, complete medicine in 7 days, trust me, you can do that in each of these following timelines. The difference would be only that 7 days may you would now focus on all the most important stuff, 1 month में you'll do एकदम आराम से with a lot of time pass, right? So remember, Parkinson's law is always working on us. So try to give yourself a false deadline. When I tell you that complete anatomy in 8 days in the timetable, actually you can complete anatomy in 5 days. So you can actually give yourself those deadlines so that you can utilize the rest of the 3 days for revision. That is what I was telling for the ICAT November students. The timetable that I will show you, if it is anatomy for 8 days, you can actually, if you want to do 2 timetables, you have read everything in the past, you can make these 8 days as 4 days, half days make divide karke, you can actually do 2 readings. Okay, so this schedule, Kirtana, is for the November ICT students also, because I don't want to have like too many timetables and then lead to confusion. Easy for each one of you as well, and easy for me as well. You know, when I know that we have the entire group of students who's following the same timetable, so it will be easy for me to share the daily targets, to share the daily dose that I'm talking about, the videos that you should be watching, and to take the live sessions also in accordance with that. Okay. So yes, Syed Ajmal Qadri, I am reading the chat. Okay, I am reading the chat. Tips for working doctors, Ashutosh. I'll be talking about that as well. Ashutosh, have you been there with us pehle bhi last year? Your name seems very familiar. Okay, so let's start with this. Thank you so much, Payal, for those kind words. I'm glad that could help you in your journey. Okay, so now coming to the main discussion, that is timetable है क्या और कब तक जाने वाला है ये timetable. So basically this is from May 16 to October 16. I know that this is actually too much of a time. You know, you should be targeting to finish your first read maybe by August end or first half of September. Many seniors will tell you that. But you know, I don't want to rush also कि कुछ subjects complete ही नहीं कर पाए. So what happens is, once you get that in your mind, you know, I was never able to complete pharmacology because of limited time, because I thought that everybody said that you should complete the first read by August. So in the process, I did not read the subject well. That subject always stays in your subconscious mind as a weak subject. So that is something that I don't want to happen for any one of you. That is why I have given you good enough time, and we are planning to complete the entire syllabus by October 16. Now for the ICT students, I know that this is going to be very late. If you will take so much time, it will be just one read that you would be doing, and then you will get the next 15 days to do the revision. That's why I said that for the ICT students, actually you should be you know, giving 2 reads in the time that I am telling you. So anatomy ka 8 days, you should be actually doing in 4 days. You can club the subjects as well. Okay, you can club the subjects as well. Okay. Okay. Shaira, never mind. We always have another chance. Next time we are going to do it very well, right? We'll do it together. Don't worry about that. Okay, so this is the timetable that we are starting with. So May 16 se start karenge. If you see at the total number of days that all these subjects is, this is basically 132 days ka pura timetable, these 19 subjects. And the best part is I've given you every Sunday off, not just one Sunday in a month. I've actually given you every Sunday off, because I know that there will be days where you'll feel like taking a breaks. You need time to give the grand test. You need time to complete some backlogs, and you need breaks as well. You know, we definitely deserve breaks. Otherwise, we will break down, right? So breaks are actually essential. So I've given you every Sunday off. The first subject that we are starting with is anatomy, then orthopedics, because the two are very interrelated. Then we will have psychiatry, one short subject done again. Then we will have physiology. Okay, then we will have physiology. Then we will have pharmacology. Okay, then we would have pharmacology. And then we would have basically dermatology. One thing that is clicking me here is physio or pharmac ke baad is basically where we can put the psychiatry part, because psychiatry will have a lot of drugs as well, right? Especially the CNS pharmacology. So I think that can become easy. So I will just shift the psychiatry here, physio pharmac ke baad. and then we will have dermat, then pathology, microbiology, medicine. Because once your physio, pharmac, patho, micro is done, your 80% of medicine work is done. You just have to now do the dedicated part in medicine, right? So then will come medicine. Medicine ho gaya to काफी सारा pediatrics हो गया. Systemic pediatrics so ho hi gaya. Now you will have to focus on the general part of pediatrics, that is growth and development, neonatology, that stuff, right? So that is why pediatrics is done. That means inborn errors of metabolism. So this will go hand in hand with biochemistry. Okay. After that will come FMT. After that will come PSM. When you are done with microbiology, peds, medicine, a lot of infectious diseases done. So that is why after that we'll be doing PSM. Then will be your surgical subjects coming in. That is surgery, OBGY, ENT, opthal. And once you are done with all the subjects, radiology is basically the amalgamation of all of those. Majority of the systemic radiology will be done when you are done with all these subjects. And then at the last, you will have anesthesia coming in. Okay. So then at the last, there would be anesthesia coming in. Shivangi and everyone, be assured that I'm reading your live chat. Just that let me discuss the timetable first, and I'll be taking up all your queries, whether to do question bank or the grand test, how to do the exhaustive question bank, how to do the exhaustive videos, कहाँ से करना है, क्या करना है, ये सब मैं आपको बता रही हूँ. ठीक है? Yeah, so how the pattern is changing, call duty, and I'll be telling you about all of that. ठीक है, नहीं, bro, Dr. Sapra, thanks for putting this question. This is not something which is a paid thing that I'm talking about. This timetable is something that each one of you who's planning to appear for November ICAT or NEET PG 24 can follow. The daily targets will be put up on the Telegram group, which is Dr. Nikita's Radsynapse, t.me Dr. Nikita. And yeah, from the Telegram, I remember that students, please be aware that there's some scam going on Telegram. A lot of fake IDs are being made in the name of the faculties, not just my fake ID, but majority of the faculties fake ID bana hua hai. None of the faculty is asking you for your screenshot Telegram ka. I am not telling you that I'm adding you to some study group, so please don't get trapped by it. It is a fake ID. It's a spam. Okay, don't get into it. Okay, don't get into it. Okay. Yeah. So let's start. Everybody's clear with the timetable, and now coming back to the number of days that I've given for each subject. Good enough time that I'm telling you honestly. Actually, इतने time में आप 2 बार subject कर सकते हो if your basics is strong, if your foundation is good. So anatomy के लिए I've given you 8 days. Like I said, tomorrow, because we are starting this from May 16. So 1 day prior before the subject starts, that is on 15th of May, that is tomorrow, I will send across the daily targets. Okay, I will send across the daily targets of anatomy. On those 8 days, day 1 pe what you should read, embryology, day 2 pe upper limb pad lo, day 3 pe lower limb pad lo. I'll tell you the entire breakdown as well. So if you are here till the end from the starting, you will be on track and you'll be able to do everything. So just make sure that you are following this timetable very diligently. Orthopedics 4 days, psychiatry 3 days, physiology 8 days, pharmac 10 days. You can see basically the short subjects are given like 3 to 5 days, and the longer subjects is 10 to 12 days. Okay, the longer subjects is 10 to 12 days. Okay, and this is the calendar basically where I have marked. I'll modify this timetable. Like I said, psychiatry I'll take here and I'll make the entire timetable and share it on the Telegram group and on Instagram also. Just one request from you guys that please share it with all your friends so that majority of the students are on the same page and basically we are having the same vibration that's going on. We are on the same frequency and on the same page. Okay. So I have given you all the Sundays off. Right, हर महीने का हर संडे मैंने आपको ऑफ दिया है. You know, that's like a very sweet teacher, I would say, very generous teacher कि जिसने भाई हर संडे ऑफ दे दिया है आपको. So in the process, we will be completing this timetable by 16th of October. Okay, we'll be completing by 16th of October. Now, every Sunday that I've given you off is, as I said, to give a grand test. Now, Coming to your queries, the related queries, timetable ka tension mat lo. I'll share this one-page timetable as an image on the Telegram group. Okay, I'll do that. Just that. Make sure that you are following it daily. I would be sharing at least OD, sometimes it might be BD or a TDS dose as well that you would be getting, at least a OD dose of a video to be watched. It could be just a 2 minutes video like the mnemonic of the day, or it could be entire binge revision video that will be there. So I'll keep sharing the links with you, at least one video a day. Make sure you are watching that. Where will I share those links? Again, on the Telegram group and on my Insta stories as well. Okay, so whatever you are following, you can follow that. Okay, now coming to your queries and why the Sundays have been given off and how to plan your day. Coming to the most frequently asked questions. Now, how to plan the day, or basically how to plan the subject. Now, tell me in the live chat, how many of you are the students who are starting with internship, and this is your first attempt that you would be giving for the PG entrance? Give me a quick thumbs up so that I know that how many of you are actually the first timers. Give me a quick thumbs up so that I know कि कितने लोग हैं जो actually you don't have a direction, you don't have a guidance कि करना कैसे है, subject में कहाँ से चालू करूं. Yes. Okay. Intern, okay, many of you, great. So I definitely know that the most important thing when you're preparing for PG entrance is to know that करना कैसे है. पता है कि करना है. We are determined that we want to do, but the how of it is what we want to know. Okay, so remember that whenever you are starting with the subjects, when I say that 16th of May you are going to start with anatomy, right? So 16th May ko you are going to start with anatomy. So what actually you should be doing is your final year just started. Okay. So what you should be doing, the sequence, the flow should be, even if you know ABCD of anatomy or you don't know ABCD of anatomy, whether it's your strong subject, whether it's your weak subject, whether you have read well in first year or you have not read in first year, whether you passed anatomy or you failed anatomy in the first year, nothing of that matters. What matters is, now doing smart work. Remember that you have limited time and you cannot read everything that is available on the earth, and you don't need to read also everything that is available on the earth. You just need to do smart work. उतना ही पढ़ो जितना जरूरी है, और मेन है कि रिवाइज करते रहो. रिविजन इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट की, right? So when you are starting from scratch, if I have students here who are like, no, until and unless I read the reference books, I go into the depth of the topic, till then I don't feel like, it does not satisfy my brain buds, not just the taste buds, but the brain buds. You don't have to do that. You are not doing PG in 19 subjects. You are just reading to crack the PG entrance exam to get into that one dream branch. Always remember that. Okay. So what you have to do is, first thing that you should be doing before starting the subject, कि 16th को अगर मैं anatomy start कर रही हूँ या anatomy start कर रहा हूँ, सबसे पहले आपको देखना है PYQs, the previous year questions, right? Whatever resource you are using, whatever platform you are using Unacademy, Marrow, Prep Ladder, whatever platform you are using, वहां से एक बार आप देख लो कि PYQs क्या है. This flow chart that I'm telling you is applying to everyone, even the repeaters, right? So the first thing that you have to do is, that's what I'm elaborating, what is the smart work is. सबसे पहले PYQs देख लो. And if possible, I would be more than happy if someone can take a volunteer and take that responsibility, that we will share the list of the topics that have been asked in the subjects year wise. तो 16 से अगर anatomy start करो तो कल का ये homework ले लो कि 15th May को itself you will see anatomy के previous year questions that have been asked, so that you have the list ready कि anatomy में मुझे करना क्या है. Okay, so the list of topics you should be writing down कि NEET PG 17 में एनाटॉमी से ये टॉपिक्स आए हैं, नीट पीजी 18 में ये आए हैं, 19 में ये आए हैं. Rather, what I would suggest is कि when you are making the list, actually make it like this कि anatomy, head and neck, anatomy, upper limb, anatomy, lower limb, anatomy, abdomen, pelvis, right? So whenever you look at the previous year questions, you just jot down the topics कि head and neck से let's say कि triangles of neck में से एक question है in the year 2017. Next, let's say you have a question on strap muscles in the year 2018. So that is how, what will happen when you will make this list is, you will get an idea ki head and neck jab I'm reading or when I'm reading the notes, I'm watching the videos, this is the area where I need to focus on. That is what is smart work. Understanding the examiner's mindset ki what are their favorite topics, right? So that is what you should be doing. Ki upper limb se let's say ki brachial plexus se question hai. You would see that this is asked in 17, 18, 19, 20. Every year it is being asked, right? So when you will make this list, then you will understand that, then you will understand which are the topics which are the most important ones. Okay? So ऐसे आप लिस्ट बनाना, एनाटॉमी का हो सके तो कल ही खत्म कर लेना, so that you get an idea कि when I tell you that on day 1 read embryology, already you have the list ready कि embryology में से अब तक कौन से क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं. So what you should be doing is, if I tell you that on day 1 of anatomy complete embryology, you have the list ready. उसमें आपको क्या करना है कि एम्ब्रियोलॉजी का पहले जो टॉपिक्स पूछे गए हैं, द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, यू हैव टू फर्स्ट डू द पीवाईटीज. यू डोंट हैव टू रीड एवरीथिंग. प्लीज डू नॉट वॉच द मेन वीडियोस or the main notes. They are actually not needed. I know that if you don't watch the main videos, it gives you a kind of FOMO कि अरे मैंने ये मिस कर दिया, वो मिस कर दिया. The main videos, for majority of the platforms, for majority of the subjects, they are targeting the undergraduate students preparing for the prof exams. Your revision videos, be it on any platform, are the ones which give you the crux of the subject. पहले इतना तो कर लो बहुत अच्छे से, फिर टाइम मिलेगा जब भी आप जीटीज में नए क्वेश्चंस देखोगे फ्रॉम द टॉपिक्स दैट वर नॉट इन द रिविजन वीडियोस, दैट इज द टाइम यू फिल इन दोस लैक्यूना फ्रॉम द मेन वीडियोस और द नोट्स, right? So first thing is, so the flow chart that I was talking about is, सबसे पहले PYQs की लिस्ट बना लो in the subject wise, even subtopic wise, section wise. Next, you read those PYTs, only the PYTs from the main notes if you want. Otherwise, don't read the entire main notes, or directly you jump to the rapid revision. Let's say rapid revision from Prep Ladder, or the revision videos from Marrow, or the last mile course, basically an academy, whatever platform you are using. Just stick to the revision videos and that's it. You don't need to do everything. Now, when you will be reading these notes, whatever are the previous year topics, you have made the PYQs list already. So all your PYQs or the PYTs, try to highlight them with one color, right? Let's say you are using the pink highlighter for the previous year. P for pink. That is what I'm talking about. That's the trick there as well to remember कि highlighter का color भी याद करना है. जो पिंक हाइलाइटर है वो मेरे प्रीवियस ईयर टॉपिक्स के लिए है, वो मैंने हाईलाइट कर दिया. नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू गिव द ग्रैंड टेस्ट, G for G, you can use the green highlighter. This is just the mnemonic coming fresh. So remember that green highlighter you can use for the questions that have been asked in the grand test, right? So that is how actually you concise the material that you have to read. Next time जब आप पढ़ोगे आपको सिर्फ highlighted things पढ़नी है, सब कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. If you think that there are some previous year topics that are not covered in the rapid revision or the revision videos, for that you should be going to the main notes. Otherwise this is very very rare कि ऐसा होगा कि जो पहले पूछा गया है वो revision videos में नहीं है. All the faculties, their target is कि whatever has been asked in the previous exams should be covered in the revision videos. So there would be hardly few topics that you would see that are not covered in the revision videos. Okay. So as I said, start using the highlighter right from the beginning. That highlighter is actually helping you to concise the material that you need to read for the next time and that you need to revise. Okay, that you need to revise. So do it like that. Okay, do it like that. So सबसे पहले प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस देखो, उसमें से लिस्ट बनाओ. I want each one of you to make your own list, because you are actually making that subconscious memory also when you are looking at the previous year questions. Initially जब आप previous year questions कर रहे हो तो तब आप explanation की details में मत जाओ. When I'm telling you to make the list, just a question answer is what you are having a look at. Your primary target here is to first make a list of the topics, then read from the rapid revision or the revision videos, complete the lacuna from the main notes if any topics are not there. As and when you read the PYQ वाले topics from the rapid revision, आपने जो list बनाई है उसमें आप tick mark करते जाना. Right, so let's say when I said कि upper limb में brachial plexus था, brachial plexus पढ़ लिया, उसको tick mark कर लेना कि हाँ cover हो गया. Next कोई topic है, let's say the spaces in the arm, and let's say it was not covered in the revision videos, the rapid revision, and that will not have a tick mark. So that will help you understand कि this has not been covered, and for that you should be going to the main notes. तो जो भी टॉपिक्स आप जहां से पढ़ रहे हो उसका आप एक वो जो लिस्ट बनाई है, कीप इट हैंडी टिल द एंड, बिकॉज दैट इज बेसिकली योर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स लिस्ट. सो कीप इट हैंडी एंड साइड में ये भी लिख लेना कि मैंने इसको कहाँ से पढ़ा है, सो दैट व्हेन आई हैव टू रिवाइज आई नो दैट वेयर आई हैव टू गो. ओके, पीवाईक्यू टॉपिक्स एंड लिस्ट कहाँ से मिलेगा थे, तो दैट इज व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग, फ्रॉम द प्लेटफॉर्म्स यू विल बी मेकिंग इट फॉर योरसेल्फ. I do have a previous year topics ka list available on my Telegram group if you check, which is from 2018 to 2020. But then, like I said, I would still prefer that you make it for yourself, because in the process you are reading the previous year questions also. Okay. So first thing, what resource to use for previous year questions? Either your apps, whatever apps you are using, they have the previous year questions, or you can use the books. Right, you have the NEET Essence which is available. You have the वो crystal clear वाला जो book है, तमीम sir का जो book है, you can use that as well. Both of these books are available for the previous year questions if you are not using the apps. Okay, if you are not using the apps. Good question, Dr. Pineapple. How many previous year questions to be done? At least minimum of 5 years of previous year questions is what you have to do. I would say that if you are targeting a very, very good rank in the exam, then even go for 10 years. Okay, then even go for 10 years के papers, या minimum तो 5 years सबके लिए है. And should we also do the FMGE के papers? Yes, absolutely. For the NEET PG students, you also need to have a look at the FMGE के PYQs, because the board conducting the exam is the same. NBE conducting board, and there is a lot of overlap in the topics that we are seeing in the recent years. Okay, we are seeing a lot of overlap happening. Okay, so what was the flow chart that I was talking about? पहले PYQ की लिस्ट बना लो, सिर्फ क्वेश्चन आंसर देख के, एक्सप्लेनेशन अभी नहीं पढ़ना है आपको, सिर्फ क्वेश्चन आंसर देखना है, ठीक है. उसके बाद रैपिड रिविजन या रिविजन वीडियोस कर लो, उसमें पिंक से हाईलाइट कर लो कि ये प्रीवियस ईयर टॉपिक है. वेयर यू हैव मेड द PYQ लिस्ट, वहां पे लिख लो कि हाँ ये रिविजन वीडियोस में कवर हो गया. जो नहीं कवर हुआ है वो मेन नोट्स में से करो, राइट. एंड मे बी व्हाट यू कैन डू, फिर वो मेन नोट्स में पर्टिकुलरली आप उतने पेजेस का अलग से जेरोक्स निकाल के यू कैन कीप इट सेपरेटली, सो दैट यू नो दैट दीज आर द फ्यू एक्स्ट्रा पेजेस दैट आई नीड टू रीड ओवर एंड अबव द रिविजन वीडियोस. ओके, एंड नेक्स्ट, वंस यू आर डन विद दिस, अभी मैंने, सो व्हाट इज द टाइमलाइन दैट आई टोल्ड यू कि पहले प्रीवियस ईयर टॉपिक्स की लिस्ट बना लो, उसके बाद रैपिड रिविजन या रिविजन वीडियोस में से देख लो, फिर उसके बाद अगेन गो बैक टू द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस नाउ, एंड दिस टाइम यू शुड बी डूइंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस विथ एक्सप्लेनेशन. Now you would be delving into the explanation, and whatever extra point you are learning from the explanation, that you add on to your revision notes. Okay, that you add on to the revision notes. Okay. This will also help you understand that just by reading the revision videos, how many of the previous year questions you are able to answer, right? That will give you the confidence as well. तो फिर आप PYQs करो, और उसके बाद फिर आपको कोई भी लग रहा है कि नहीं अभी भी मेरे कुछ वीक एरियाज है, तो फिर उसके लिए आप मेन नोट्स कर सकते हो, या अदर रिसोर्सेज लाइक द USMLE फर्स्ट एड और सम रेफरेंस बुक्स इज व्हाट यू कैन यूज. Okay, rapid revision, like I said, you can use Prep Ladder, or you can use the revision videos of Marrow, or an academy, whatever platform you are using, basically understand that the content everywhere is the same. It's just the method of delivery that's different. So you need to decide for yourself कि मुझे कहाँ से करना है. No. Shobi, the first and the second year subjects honestly are the ones which I personally believe are they are very very high yielding, and they have a high weightage in the exam, be it NEET PG or be it ICAT also. Because when you are doing your first and second year subjects like physio, pharmac, micro, medicine तो आपका वहीं cover हो जा रहा है, right? A lot of them is being covered. So try to do that. Okay, these are very high yield and they are like the black and white subjects. इसमें एनाटॉमी में जो होगा वही होगा, एंटीरियर रिलेशन पोस्टीरियर रिलेशन में कभी कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा. बट आपका सर्जरी मेडिसिन में नेक्स्ट बेस्ट स्टेप में ऑलवेज इट्स एम्बिग्युइटी विच इज देयर. So that is, those are the questions which are ambiguous, but these are like the black and white subjects. Your clinical subjects are basically more of gray zone wale subjects. Okay. Yeah, Dr. S, definitely I would say that you can shift to the revision notes. What do we do starting में? We think that कि हमारे पास बहुत time है, हमारे पास बहुत energy है, बहुत enthusiasm है starting में. So the subjects that we start with the main notes, the main videos, and then gradually we realize कि नहीं ये हो नहीं रहा है, and then we again restart with the revision videos or the rapid revision. So from the beginning itself do that. Do not get into the FOMO कि मैंने main नहीं किया तो मेरा रैंक नहीं आएगा, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Okay, next question by Suman. Should we solve the whole question bank? No, please. Please do not solve the whole question bank. I think that's not needed. I am personally more in favor of just doing the custom modules. Right, just make the custom modules based on NEET PG, based on AIIMS, because these are the questions that you would see that are have been asked in the exam. So सबसे पहले वो custom module finish करो. Right, you can make custom modules based on image based questions when you want to only see the images, like a subject like anatomy which is a lot based on images. तो सिर्फ custom modules करो, पूरा question bank की जरूरत करने की जरूरत नहीं है. उसके साथ में पर्सनली आई एम मोर इन फेवर ऑफ डूइंग द गाइड बुक्स के क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन बैंक ऐप के क्वेश्चन बैंक मैंने देखे हैं. Honestly, I see the apps के question banks and I feel that a lot of questions are irrelevant and which will never be asked in the exam. The guide books rather give you the previous year questions of the past years also, like the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years also, and the previous state exams also, and they help you more in the active recall. I know that the guidebooks will have a lot of one-liner questions, but trust me that the one-liner questions are important to help you do the active recall. So let's say that in pharmacology, 2 about first order kinetics. This is a question and you have 4 options. So when you solve the question, you actually think over it rather than just passively reading the notes, and you are making a good synapse, a memory synapse there. Okay. So I would say that do the guidebooks. Now, which are the guidebooks to be used? For respective subjects, you have respective faculty के guidebooks available. जैसे anatomy जब start कर रहे हो, जैसे जैसे subjects आएंगे मैं आपको guidebooks बताते जाऊंगी. All the resources that I know. So anatomy, when we are starting, you can use the guidebook by Rajesh Kaushal sir, Dr. Rajesh Kaushal sir. So आप उनकी guidebook से questions कर सकते हो. Just having a look at the questions is what I am talking about. Okay, so use the guidebooks to practice the questions. So one subject at a time, Bhavesh. So like I said, anatomy start कर रहे हैं तो आप राजेश कौशल सर की बुक कर सकते हो. ठीक है, जब हम ऑर्थो करेंगे तो अपूर्व मेहरा सर की बुक है, वो आप उसमें से कर सकते हो. ठीक है, सो गाइडबुक से क्वेश्चन करना, एप्स में से सिर्फ कस्टम मॉड्यूल्स करना, दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड से. एंड यस, छोटी कॉपी कब से बनानी है, श्रेया इज आस्किंग. देखो, आपको छोटी कॉपी एक्चुअली स्टार्ट करना है बिगिनिंग से, फ्रॉम द स्टार्टिंग इटसेल्फ. Whatever are the PYQs, they should go into your choti copy like a one-liner. Convert all your PYQs into one-liner flashcards, right? Like let's say the example of what is the anterior relation of third part of duodenum, जो ICAT में क्वेश्चन आया था कि D3 का anterior relation क्या क्या है, ये क्वेश्चन आया था. तो उसमें ऑप्शन है कि हाँ जेजुनम है ना, सुपीरियर मीजेंट्रिक वेसल्स है, मीजेंट्री का रूट है. क्या नहीं है जो ऑप्शन में था? गॉल ब्लैडर नहीं है. So you should be converting those PYQs basically into like one-liner flashcards and start making your notes right from the beginning. And very important, coming to this, MCQs versus notes. For the students who are well read, you've been like topper students in MBBS, you've read the reference books, the guidebooks in your MBBS course, you can you can straight away jump to solving the question bank. Complete question bank you can do in that case for the students who are well read. For the students who have not read well, you should first do the notes and then go to the MCQs. Okay? Yeah. Radsynapse. Should we make handwritten notes? Yeah, absolutely. I personally am in favor of making your own handwritten notes. They help you do again the concentration wala work, active recall, and you have a better visual memory of your notes. Okay? मेरे हिसाब से I would personally go in favor of handwritten notes. When I prepared for my PG entrance exam, I had all my notes handwritten, and that made things very, very handy and concise. So how should you make the notes? I'll make a video on that as well. Okay. How to study in a fast manner? That's what I said, Anbu. Just PYQs देखो पहले, question answer, फिर revision videos या rapid revision देखो, उसके बाद वापस PYQs solve करो. That's it. Okay, that is what you need to do. Okay, Dr. K, can we use the first aid as a 20th notebook or should we make it with our own? See, for some subjects, you can use first aid as a ready 20th notebook. Like for subjects like microbiology, subject like biochemistry, it has really given it very, very well. So what I would say that for every subject that you are doing, see that if the first aid is giving good enough information, and if you feel that it's giving good information, you can use the first aid as already the ready notes, and to that you can add your previous year questions, topics, you can add the sticky notes, right? Or maybe you can make a separate notebook also, ki over and above first aid I have to read this. And how to include the first aid in your preparation basically is, when I say that complete anatomy in 8 days, you know what you can actually do is, the last day, the 8th day, maybe you can keep dedicated for first aid, or what you can do is, as and when you are doing the respective sections, like when you are doing embryology, तो उसमें से आप फर्स्ट एड में साथ में एम्ब्रियोलॉजी भी पढ़ लो, तो साथ में फर्स्ट एड भी करते जाओ. First aid is a very high, highly concentrated information given in the first aid. So if you try to read it at the first go, if your basics are not strong, you will find that book very difficult to grasp. तो पहले अपने basics बना लो, revision videos, revision notes, rapid revision से, और फिर then you go to the first aid. Okay, so try to include the first aid from beginning itself, so that in the end you don't get that FOMO कि मेरे सब friends ने first aid पढ़ा और मैंने नहीं पढ़ा, चलो अब पढ़ते हैं, and then you'll start panicking. So try to include the first aid from beginning itself. Okay, and whenever possible I will tell you कि हाँ anatomy जब हम करेंगे कि first aid में ये important parts है, ये पेज नंबर्स हैं जो आपको करने चाहिए, तो आप साथ में वो कर लेना. ठीक है. हाँ डॉक्टर मनीष, गुड क्वेश्चन कि रैपिड रिवीजन से कॉन्सेप्ट्स बन जाते हैं क्या? देखो, रैपिड रिवीजन से बेसिक वाले कॉन्सेप्ट्स नहीं बनेंगे, right? If as an educator I talk, when I make the main videos, I explain the topic in more detail there. In rapid revision, I make it more concise, right? So for the subjects which you think कि भाई मेरे को ABCD भी नहीं आता है, like let's say physiology मैंने नहीं पढ़ा फर्स्ट ईयर में अच्छे से और मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस उसमें नहीं है, there you might struggle a bit with the revision videos. But I would say that start with the revision videos. If you are thinking that, if you are realizing कि यार इससे मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है, then you go back to the main videos. Otherwise, there's actually no need to do all the main videos. Okay? Bhavesh Soni, you will find the guidebooks either on the Z library. If not on Z library, you will find it on the LibGen. Okay, you will find it on the LibGen as well. Suman, finding difficulty in remembering pharmacology stuffs, I would say that watch all the videos that I've taken on pharmac. So, for subjects like pharmac and biochemistry, especially, these are the subjects, like whatever videos I've taken in the past as well, try watching those. I'm sure that they would help you in remembering those subjects. नहीं, Mohammed Zabir ऐसा नहीं है. So if someone has a query that I'm reading from main notes, then should I stop doing it? See, the thing is, right now you will feel good, you will understand everything once you watch the main notes. But दिक्कत कहाँ आएगी कि वो revision के time पे, that is when it's going to become difficult, because it's going to be so exhaustive and extensive. If you are watching the main videos, you are comfortable with that, it's not taking a lot of time. The only thing that you should be doing is just highlight the previous year topic specifically, the previous year questions, so that you are concising the notes there as well. Okay. Shovi is asking, can we make a separate copy for T and D? देखो, notes के लिए आपको क्या करना है? How do you make notes is, one subject, keep one notebook. Right? Keep one subject, one notebook. So basically, these will give you your 19 notebooks is what I would say. And do you actually need to make separate 20th notebook? I don't think so कि अलग से 20th notebook लगेगी. If you are just concising your material in the 19 notebooks. So anatomy का एक notebook. Now, whenever I read anything related to anatomy, I come across any important topic in anatomy. There's a topic in grand test in anatomy. There is PYQs. There are videos that I'm watching. There is everything. Right? You're watching my videos related to anatomy. Anatomy से जो भी stuff जहां से भी पढ़ोगे, आपको सिर्फ यही नोटबुक में ऐड करनी है और कहीं नहीं करना है. ठीक है? So you know that. Why am I telling you this is important? Because when you will go to the revision, you should be using your notebook for revising. So your notebook should be read first during the revision. Okay? So, उसमें भी आपको क्या करना है? Like I said, if possible, try to put your notebook. Imagine like you are authorizing your notebook. उसमें आपको क्या करना है कि एनाटॉमी में सेक्शंस बना लेना है कि एम्ब्रियोलॉजी है, हेड एंड नेक है, अपर लिम है, लोअर लिम है. My first 20 pages is embryology, next 20 pages is upper limb. So your first page of the notebook should actually look like an index. कि ये subsections है कि embryology is starting from page number 1, upper limb is starting from page number 21, lower limb is starting from page number 41. So what will happen? You are trying to concise all the important points related to a particular section at one place. That is how you should be making notes. Right? So Avinash, I hope this is clear. That how to make notes. So whatever PYQs are there, you add to your notes. Whatever questions you are coming across in grand test, you add to your notes. Whatever mnemonic videos you are watching, add it to the notes. Whatever OD dose that I talked about, like once a day, I will be sharing a video link with you ki dekh lo, add it to your notes. ठीक है? Oh yes, Webform, please do that. If you watched the KBMDs, you've made a notebook, you have to do that because the KBMDs discuss a lot of very, very important topics. हाँ, Rocky, आपका मैसेज पढ़ूं? क्या है आपका मैसेज? For November 9, should I read Prepladder main notes for preclinicals or straight away do rapid revision? You can go to rapid revision straight away, provided your concepts are good. Right. I would say that couple your rapid revision with the MCQ practice from multiple resources. That is what should be your target. Bhavish, where to get my past videos of pharma and microbiology? YouTube पे सिर्फ सर्च कर लो फार्माकोलॉजी डॉक्टर निकिता, बायोकेमिस्ट्री डॉक्टर निकिता, बहुत सारे वीडियोस मिल जाएंगे. सिर्फ उतने भी देख लोगे तो काफी सारे हैं. Yeah, Dr. S. Even if the next is declared, the revision videos will still be enough. So, you know what you need to do is revision videos, rapid revision, along with the MCQs from multiple platforms. To your daily target, I want you to add the USMLE MCQs also. Trust me, for the students especially who struggle with the MCQ solving, the USMLE question banks like the UWorld, they help you develop the MCQ solving skills. Look at the toppers interviews. And you would see that all of them talk about, having good MCQ solving skills, solving the USMLE pattern questions. रोज क्या करना कि ज्यादा नहीं, सिर्फ 5 MCQs a day is what you need to do. USMLE pattern questions. Do it from UWorld. That's a standard question bank that is there. FMG के बारे में अभी मेडिको ये सेशन में मैं बात नहीं कर रही हूँ because the timetable is only getting completed in October. है ना? Okay. Tell me any other queries, continuing the first aid series. So see, I have a plan to do a lot of things. I hope I get time to do all of that. So some lectures, some sessions that I'm thinking about, like we had the first aid series, that is fast series, first aid simplified teaching. I'll continue with that. Like I said, the USMLE pattern questions, right, so that is what also we'll try to do whenever the time permits. Fast 5 clinical MCQs करके जो हम sessions करते हैं, fast 5 करके हम session करेंगे. So basically fast would be the topic discussion, fast 5 MCQs would be the first aid या USMLE pattern questions is what we would be doing. Where to get the U word? Again Telegram पे search करो, मिल जाएगा. ओके, यू वर्ल्ड भी टेलीग्राम पे सर्च करना, यू वर्ल्ड क्वेश्चन बैंक आराम से मिल जाएगा. पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2, पार्ट 3 करके अवेलेबल है. Now you get the questions already available on the Telegram group. Okay. No plans for CMS honestly. नहीं, क्वेश्चन बैंक पूरा नहीं करना है मलिका. I've answered that. Just do the custom modules and do the questions from the guidebooks. Okay. Ryan Segal, if we have prepared before, can we complete the target by July beginning and start revising again? Definitely. July का target तभी रखना कि when you have read it very very well in the past. Otherwise, it's too short a time, I would say. If you have read well, then you can absolutely do that. नहीं मनीष, सिर्फ वो नहीं करना है कि सिर्फ PYQs ऐड करने हैं. उसमें आप ग्रैंड टेस्ट के जो भी क्वेश्चंस है, व्हाट टू ऐड इन द 20th नोटबुक इज योर PYQs as one liners, even your grand test के questions, your topics which are the weak topics, all this is what you need to add. And like I said, you don't need a 20th notebook, just the subject wise 19 subjects notebooks are enough. 19 subjects, 19 notebooks. Yes, Aisha, absolutely. Do that. Trust me, it helps in the long run. Everything comes at one place. So, that's very, very important. Yeah, Dr. Das Unplugged, if you're doing the main notes and you are thinking that is what something that you would be revising later on also, you can add the PYQs to the main notes itself. Basically, the thing is, one subject has to come at one place. That is what your target is at the end. By the first read, what is your target of doing the first read is कि सब एक सब्जेक्ट की पूरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें एक जगह पे आ गई. So that when I'm revising, when I tell you that now from tomorrow we'll be starting the revision timetable, then you don't have to run around here and there कि मैं ये सब्जेक्ट कहाँ से पढूं. You have only one book that you have to read. Your first read का target is only that कि सब कुछ मैं एक जगह लेके आ जाऊं. ठीक है. और जो मैंने आपको संडेज ऑफ दिए हैं गाइस, प्लीज यूज इट फॉर रिविजन. नाउ प्लीज डू नॉट मेक दैट मिस्टेक कि मैं रिविजन आई स्टार्ट ओनली आफ्टर 16th October. लेट मी फिनिश द 19 subjects. दैट इज द मोस्ट मेजर the major mistake that majority of the students do. Okay, so what you should be doing is spare your Sundays for revision. मैंने आपको वैसे भी ऑफ दिए हैं. So please utilize your Sundays for revision. Very, very important. Whatever you read from Monday to Saturday, try to revise on Sunday. I would say spare at least 1 hour every day for revision. 1 hour every day for revision should be spared. Like when you will start on 16th, let's say embryology से you are starting. 17th को 1 hour keep aside to revise 16th का embryology. 17th पे अगर अपर लिम कर रहे हो तो 18th को 1 hour spare करो to revise the upper limb के weak topics that you realized. Okay, right. So now the Sundays that I've given you off are for the GTs also. If you have not given a grand test yet, please give your grand test on 21st of May. That should be your first grand test. You don't have to finish 19 subjects to give the grand test. You need to know that where do you stand. Let's say that if the exam is tomorrow, आपका कितना score आएगा, your grand test will help you in doing that. So 21st को ही आपको first grand test देना है. You can give the grand test on alternate Sundays, or maybe till the month of June, you can just give one grand test in May and one grand test in June. And then from July, you can give alternate Sundays के grand test. ठीक है, फिर आप alternate Sundays grand test दे सकते हो. Now, how to review the grand test? You can finish reviewing the grand test on the same Sunday itself. कि Sunday को दिया और Sunday को ही finish किया. Or what you can do is, You can keep revising few questions, 40 questions of grand test like every day, Monday to Friday. 5 दिन में फिर आप grand test का review खत्म कर सकते हो. You can do that as well. Whatever suits you the best, you can do that. Okay. Yeah, Shweta, seems like that it might be in January, but we are not very sure of that. मोहम्मद फाद, एक्चुअली मेडिसिन में बहुत कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत होती नहीं है. The 100 pages notes that we talk about, the toppers talk about is, the medicine dedicated part जो आप सिर्फ मेडिसिन में पढ़ते हो और कहीं नहीं पढ़ते हो, like, excluding the physio, pharmac, micro वाला part. So you will get to know that ki what should I include in my notes when you have a look at the previous year questions. Yes, AK, as I said that daily I'll be giving you the videos that you can watch, which are important and should be watched. Okay. Strategy for November ICT for a top 50 rank. So, the difference that I realized between NEETPG and ICT is majority of the questions in ICT are multiple options correct. That means you need to know the topic in depth. So the depth of the topic is very, very important. Right, I would add on the PGI previous year questions also to your practice. So ताकि क्योंकि उसमें multiple options correct वाले questions होते हैं, you get a practice of practicing those questions by solving the PGI के questions. Right, so PGI की जो book आती थी, अगर online available नहीं है तो आपको stationery पे मिल जाएगी. Right, जहाँ पुरानी books मिलती है वहां तो मिल जाएगी. ठीक है, तो आपको वो करना है साथ में. एंड यू हैव टू रीड द टॉपिक्स इन डिटेल फॉर ICT. फॉर NEET PG it is the number of topics which is more important. For ICT it is the depth of the topics which is more important. Oh, Pratik, as I said, the Sunday off is meant for grand test only. But right, like I said, मई में आपको एक ग्रैंड टेस्ट देनी है, जून में एक ग्रैंड टेस्ट देनी है, जुलाई में alternate Sundays देनी है. So the off Sundays are basically for the grand test. On the days when you are not giving the grand test, use those Sundays to finish the backlog. Use those Sundays to revise whatever you have read in the entire week. Use those Sundays to take a break so that you bounce back better on Monday. Okay? हाँ चलेगा डॉक्टर सपना. इवन इफ यू यूज फर्स्ट एड 22 वाला अगर आपने वहां से पढ़ा है तो भी चलेगा. थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस होंगे, बहुत ज्यादा चेंजेस नहीं है कि जैसे न्यू ड्रग्स थोड़े ऐड हो गए, दैट वुड बी द ओनली चेंजेस. राइट, बाकी सिग्निफिकेंट बहुत चेंजेस नहीं होगा. Yeah, so Dr. K, reviewing the grand test, I know that it takes a lot of time. Everything you have to do in a time framed manner itself. So like remember the Parkinsons Law always. So give yourself those timeline कि one question maximum grand test का जो question है, to begin with, let's say one question is maximum 5 minutes that you should be taking to read the explanation and to make the notes out of it. ठीक है? So when I say 40 questions, it is like 200 minutes that you should be doing. Honestly, 5 minutes भी लगना नहीं चाहिए, 3 minutes ही होना चाहिए. तो one question 3 minutes है, तो 40 questions is 120 minutes. So every day basically you just do 2 hours grand test का review. So rather than doing all together, you can just keep 2 hours aside. कि भाई ये time every day 6 to 8 p.m., 4 to 6 p.m. I'm utilizing for grand test, or maybe morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour I'm utilizing for GT review. ठीक है? 20th नोटबुक नहीं आयशा. अगेन जो भी सब्जेक्ट का आप कर रहे हो ग्रैंड टेस्ट रिव्यू, उस रिस्पेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट के नोटबुक में यू एड ऑन टू द नोट्स. ओके, फास्ट वीडियोस, मोनिका, यू कैन सर्च द लिंक्स ऑन द टेलीग्राम चैनल. ओके, दे आर देयर ऑन माय यूट्यूब चैनल एंड ऑल्सो ऑन अनअकैडमी. Yes, Chirag, that would be difficult to send the daily targets of all the 19 subjects at one go, because honestly, I will be also working on it as the subject comes. Now, Sukanpreet, continue with those notes itself. You don't need to change your source if you have the notes already and you've read them. Pratha and everybody else who's doing internship and you're preparing with internship, trust me, that's the best attempt. The first attempt is the best attempt. You know how you need to manage time with internship is जो भी छोटे छोटे टाइम स्लॉट्स भी मिलेंगे ना, डोंट वेस्ट इट, इवन इफ इट इज 5 minute का टाइम. Utilize it at least to solve the MCQs. If not to read the notes, which is heavy on the brain, just try to solve some MCQs, some custom modules related to the daily target, so that you are assimilating something. Utilize that time for revision. Unknowingly, you would be doing a lot of revision when you use those time slots for revision. And whatever time you get after your internship is over, like for the day, so utilize the remaining of the time very very seriously for studies. फिर वो वाला time waste मत करना. When it will be your heavy postings, tell yourself कि I know that it's not possible to study lot during those postings. So do not stress too much during that time. Do not be harsh on yourself. There are going to be postings like medicine, OBGY, which are going to be heavy. तो तब you keep your short subjects to be prepared. तब आप short subjects रख लेना, ठीक है. और अगर जब आपकी चिल पोस्टिंग होगी तब आप थोड़े से डिफिकल्ट वाले सब्जेक्ट्स रख देना, which take more time to complete. Okay, you can tweak the timetable accordingly. Nihar, I'm sorry for that. If anything of that sort has happened, the bot does that. Please drop me a DM on Telegram so that I know your ID and I can add you to the Telegram group back. Okay, don't worry on that front. I'll do the needful. Dr. S. So for the short for the NEET PG students, the short will happen towards the end. But like I said, I'll be doing FMGE short in the coming month, June or July May. The NEET PG students can join that because, as I said, a lot of important high yield topics will be covered there. So you will already get an extra edge when you do that. So take this as a blessing in disguise कि भाई अभी FMG का short हो रहा है. When you are starting to prepare for NEET PG, तो स्टार्टिंग में ही आपका एक शॉर्ट हो जाएगा. Yes, so as I said, that's what is going to happen. आप पढ़ तो लोगे एक बार, जब रिविजन की बारी आएगी, you won't be able to revise from main notes. Switch to the revision notes if you want. Okay. Yes, I'll talk about that in a separate video for sure about November ICAT top 50 rank. Yeah. Web form, please start with NF100. There are those videos of NF100 which are very, very important. Available, the links are available on Telegram channel. So NEET PG, FMG, top 100 topics. Please watch those. They are very, very high yield. Okay, they are very, very high yield. Yeah, Devjyoti, if you can manage that, nothing like that. How many custom modules should be done? As much as you can do. राइट व्हेन आई से कि एम्ब्रियोलॉजी करो कल डे 1 पे, तो आपको एम्ब्रियोलॉजी का एक ही कस्टम मॉड्यूल करोगे, कितने कस्टम मॉड्यूल करोगे, राइट. ओके, सो फास्ट 5 वीडियोस, फास्ट के वीडियोस, KBMD, NF100 सब कुछ होने वाला है एज एंड व्हेन पॉसिबल, राइट. आई डेफिनेटली डू दैट. Yes, Rocky, nothing of that sort plan as of now. Nothing of that sort plan so far. Aisha, I would say that now if you're starting with the timetable, do only dedicated subject-wise custom modules. ठीक है? FMG का session also I'll try to do soon about how to plan our days and what we can do for FMG students also. ठीक है? So I hope all of you have given you a good outline into what to do. बहुत ज़्यादा time हो गया, right? And all I want to tell you is don't stop until you are proud. So this is especially for the students who did not get great ranks in NEET PG or ICAT. If you are not proud of yourself, please give yourself that one another chance so that you do not have that lifetime regret कि शायद काश एक और chance दे दिया होता. So I would have been in a better branch and a better college, right? It does not really matter whether you are cracking your PG in the first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt. Does not matter. Your branch is something that is going to stay with you for lifetime. So never compromise on that. So don't stop until you are proud, right? And remember that we are all in this together. I'm going to be there by your side. At every step, whatever difficulties you are facing, please do write down on the Telegram group. You can tag me there. And so let's stay connected on Telegram, on Instagram, on YouTube, and that is where I'll help you. Basically, let's make the best use of the social media to help you in your goal. Okay, so that is what we have, and I'll be sharing the anatomy kit targets because we are starting on 16th May with anatomy. 8 days of anatomy, बहुत ज़्यादा time है खत्म करने के लिए. So as I said, start with PYQs, then do the rapid revision, then again go back to PYQs with explanation. Now use the PYQs as a test once you are done with the revision videos. And then do the part from the first aid, right? First aid abhi se padhna shuru kar do so that you are not in FOMO later on. ठीक है? So thank you so much, everyone. I know that there are still more queries. Don't worry about it. I'll be always there to answer your queries. Let's just start the new timetable. All you need to do is, if possible, you can share the timetable that I would be sharing on the Telegram group. I'll make the final timetable. You can put it on your Insta stories as well. You can tag me, you can tag your friends, and you can let everybody know so that we do our little bit to help every NEET PG aspirant, every ICAT aspirant in the best possible way. Okay? So thank you so much, and goodbye. Take care and keep studying, keep revising, and keep winning. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's do it together. Thank you.